Ooh-wee. Okay, I see you've been in here working. You got this sitting on here. You got the flour, the candles are lit, and you got fresh homemade tortillas.
I got my apron on. That means something.
Woo-wee. She ain't playing in the kitchen when you got the apron on.
Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make 4-ingredient tortillas at home. They're gonna be the best tortillas you've ever had. They're gonna be soft and chewy and fresh tasting, and all you need is 4 ingredients. I'm gonna start by measuring out all my ingredients here. I just have some flour, some olive oil, salt, and hot water. And at this point, all you're gonna do is just combine all the ingredients together. There goes my salt and our olive oil. This water is hot enough to where I can just put my hand in it, and that's gonna help prevent the gluten from forming in the dough. Now that I got all my ingredients together, I'm just gonna mix these thoroughly until a nice dough ball forms. And if you need to, you can add extra water, about a tablespoon at a time, until you have your dough fully combined. And we don't want to knead the dough. We just want to get all the flour combined until you get this nice soft dough formed. Now that these are all mixed together, I'm just going to cover this bowl and let it rest. I want to let it rest for at least 30 minutes to an hour so that all the gluten inside the flour can relax. We're not trying to make bread here. We're just trying to make tortillas. That's why you need the hot water, and you don't want to overmix it. And then you want to let the dough rest before you roll them out and cook them. My dough has rested for about an hour or so. I'm just gonna divide the dough into 4 separate balls. And this recipe makes 4 large tortillas, like if you're making burritos or something, but you can divide them down further to get maybe 6 or 8 tortillas, depending on how big you want them. So while I'm rolling the tortillas over there, I'm gonna get a large pan on high so that when our tortillas are rolled out, we have a nice hot pan to cook them on. All right, so it's time to roll our tortillas. So I have my rolling pin and I have some extra flour to dust the surface. That makes it easier to roll our tortillas. So I'm gonna start with a clean countertop, and then I'm just gonna dust my surface with some flour. And you're probably gonna need quite a bit of flour because the dough is quite soft. Then grab one of your dough balls, little tortillas, and flatten it down and coat both sides with flour. And grab your rolling pin and then just try to make it as round as possible. It gets easier the more you make them, but it doesn't matter what shape they are, they're gonna be good either way. So whatever shape comes out. And I'm just gonna keep rolling and making sure I have enough flour on here so that it doesn't stick to my rolling pin. For burritos, I like to have quite big tortillas. You gotta have enough space to fit all your good stuff in there. So I think this one's good. Kind of dust off the extra flour. And there we have a nice tortilla. I'm gonna take over to the stove and cook it. See how the bubbles are starting to form? That means it's almost time to flip. Look at that, nice color on that side. And then this side won't have to cook as long. Tortilla is done cooking, so I'm gonna throw this onto this pan here that I just have a towel on and cover it. This is important because you want your tortillas to steam a little bit. That's what's gonna give them a chewy texture.
You got fresh homemade tortillas, huh?
Yes.
You know what I like about these? Is that sometimes when I eat other tortillas, they don't taste like tortillas. They don't have a pull, they don't have a chew, they don't have that freshness in them. That's what these ones have right here. Taste this little piece you got right here. You know, you go down to Mexico, you'll never find anything in a bag. They're gonna always make these handmade and fresh. You know what? You taste the difference. Completely different. Delicious. You showing these guys how to make the tortillas too?
Let them in on our little secret.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, that's sweet. What I like about these is that they're like chewy too. They're not just, they have like a little bite to them.
I can imagine some carne asada up in there.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
It's coming.
If you haven't seen our carne asada video, make sure you check probably up here in one of the cards or something for our carne asada video. You don't want to miss
carne asada. It's carne asada smothered with chili verde pork over the top. There's like 2 dishes combined in one with these.
All right, well, that's how you make nice homemade flour tortillas. So if you want to give it a try, make sure you can let me know if you guys try them and if you guys like them.
And this is the reaction you'll get from your other half. You see this? You do this at home, what she did, this is the reaction you're gonna get.
All right, see you guys next time.